Hello, 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 hello. Just give it a couple of more minutes, guys, and we will get going. And we're going to check out some of the, well, all of the new City Update USA. So City Update 10 for Flight Sim 2024. Have a little fly around, go and check them out, jump in the drone camera, see what we can see. Good to see you, Mike. Bowen Flyer, good to see you. How you doing, mate? All good. Thanks for dropping in. Hopefully a couple of the other guys will come in and watch. But yeah, I'm going to try and keep this quite a nice length of stream tonight. But try and be as thorough as possible. Try and have a little chat at the end of what's coming next from the channel. And yeah, just a nice little chill fly around. We're going to be taking the Piper PA-38 Tomahawk around some of these new cities. Little Piper PA-38, lovely little flying machine. Get to see them quite a lot round Liverpool Airport because they use them quite regularly. Let's get me ugly mug on camera. Wasn't going to really go live tonight. I must admit the live streams have not been regular, and I didn't really promise anything regular, to be honest. It's just when there's something to go live about, I will do my best to. I won't go live for just the sake of it. There needs to be something there as well. Fly as close as possible to the buildings. I'll try. I mean, the Piper PA-38 will be very, very small enough, nimble enough, so I'm sure I can. Let's get myself on camera here. Where am I? Hey, look, I've got a little fancy background. The background you are seeing is the upcoming Old Buckingham Aerodrome by Ben and Blue Designs. I've shared a couple of screenshots already of that, and you can actually see the Tomahawk there. It's not too bad, this NVIDIA broadcast. There's too much crap in the room, so I'm trying to not show the room. You can kind of see when I start revealing it with my hand. Oh, my hand went, look. Oh. Yeah, so that is Old Buckingham Aerodrome, and that is the upcoming release from Burn and Blue Design, which I'm currently creating the trailer for, so hopefully ghosty fingers, yeah. Where oh, it's like Back to the Future when his hand goes and disappears. I'm erasing. Anyway, enough silliness. So we're going to be taking a look at City Update 10. This is the USA. This was released yesterday. The release wasn't the best. I went on to grab some screenshots for the thumbnail and have a little look at it. But it wasn't working. So there was a couple of cities that weren't actually working. Some of them were, and some of them were still showing the auto gen buildings, so they weren't properly loading in. And of course, when you download the you don't download them on Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. It all gets streamed, as you know. So it wasn't streaming in properly. I don't know if this was a problem that Flight Sim 2020 users have. But it certainly was affecting me and a couple of other people as well. I was watching some streams and there was no cities being loaded in, and then a couple of hours later Microsoft and Asobo acknowledged that was happening. I loaded it up this morning and it seemed to be okay. We're starting off in Hawaii. We're in Honolulu. I'll be taking off from Honolulu Airport, the biggest one, which I don't think any PA-38s take off from there, but to save a flight from any of the other airports, it's the closest one to the sort of the main city and the shoreline. We'll start off there and then we'll head over. We'll try and do it in geographical order. I think next would be San Francisco. We'll have a look at that as well. We've got Dallas and Fort Worth, and we've got Denver, Colorado. We should have 5, so Honolulu, San Francisco, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Denver, yeah. So we've got 5. We'll have a little look at those. If you are coming into the chat today, there's no giveaway, unfortunately, but hopefully you guys will find this interesting. And this is obviously a free, the city updates and the world updates are always free. Just keep in mind that in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 you are just activating the package, which has its good sides and its bad sides. It's pros and cons. The pro being that you're not downloading a package onto your hard drive, which I would prefer. But yeah, 2020 users will just have to go into the marketplace and download it. 2024 users just go in the marketplace and just activate it, and then it works. It streams the new locations in, and this time around it is City Update 10, which is the USA. We'll have a little look around, guys, and as Mike has just greatly pointed out there, please do like the stream, comment and share the stream. It really helps. Look at that screenshot up there just then of 2020. So the screenshots that you're seeing up, I can't position my finger right there, those screenshots. Obviously the video behind me and the video over to the other side. Obviously that was my B2 Spirit, the Top Mac Studios trailer, and the screenshots just up over to my right or on your left. These are all Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 screenshots, and they still look really amazing. They really do. It's quite cool to see. I just seen that then and just thought, wow, they actually look really, really cool. The PMG 737, of course, in the Star Wars livery, and then obviously the high performance H135 before we got our hands on Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Anyway, guys, let's get on. Let's get into the sim. As you can hear, what's this? That's me. Yeah. So there's my little PA-38 there. Don't know why the camera mode has come on there, but let's get into the sim. Let's have a little fly around Honolulu. Check out the city. You can actually see the city in the background. Honolulu Airport hasn't got any handcrafted scenery to it. I don't think it has, although no, it hasn't. There's a city up there, and let's get back into the sim. Yeah, 2020 still looks good. I'm not too sure what I was using on there. I think I was just using a similar kind of color palette as the reshade that I'm using. I'll actually show you what it looks like. Bit of a thing there. The registration, Mike, on this one is American one, so it's an N registration. N2432G. There's no pilot in there. And do you know what? I don't even think we are. It's literally got the same amount of flaps as a Vision Jet. 3 notches of flaps. We'll put one notch down. So what was I saying? I haven't got a clue. Anyway, let's go. When we get up to about 60 knots, I'll start rotating back and then make a right-hand turn. Yeah, it's not a radar, it won't be. It might be a real aircraft based in America somewhere. Now, I'm curious, this doesn't look like it's got any textures on it. Let us know if the audio is okay as well, guys, because obviously we've got the engine of the aircraft going and my voice as well. So I'm curious if this building over here is just pink textures. Usually pink textures indicate there's a problem loading in with the textures, but you can usually tell if you get close up to them, or whether this is actually a pink building based in Honolulu. So before we head over to the city over to our right, we'll just make a little detour and check out this building. Okay, so aircraft audio was turned up, but it will obviously be better outside. No, so that actually looks like it's a pink building. They aren't what you would usually see with textures being not rendered in. So that is actually a building. That's actually a big pink building. The trees are still amazing, aren't they, in the new simulator? Getting quite low here, dangerously low. Probably won't be able to do this in real life. But over to the nose of the aircraft, you'll see the cityscape. Now, the only thing with Honolulu is there is some handcrafted buildings in Honolulu. No, I don't think it's an issue. I ain't seeing the best resolution. That's a shame, that, because usually my streams are usually they're usually in 2K, which is a bit of a shame. CPU temp. If Task Manager shows me what it is, I could tell you. Which I don't think it is, and I don't think I've got anything on here that's telling me what it is, unfortunately. It does say my streaming is higher than recommended, so it really shouldn't be bad. Quality is good. Okay, I'd like to see what my actual quality I'm getting here is. Really shouldn't be bad. No, I mean, quality, yeah, I mean 1080p and 60 HD. It's not what I'd usually say. Usually in 2K, but it does say it's higher than usual. It's a bit of a shame, but I did turn everything up as possible. We'll see if that works. So here is the newest update. Now, like I said, there is some handcrafted buildings which don't look the best, and I don't know where these are coming from, if I'm going to be totally honest. I don't know if it's a scenery package that I'm using. It does look like something like Orbex scenery, but I don't think I've got anything for Hawaii installed. Now you can see that the surrounding areas are actually photogrammetry, and this is what the city update gives you. Before that it was just auto-generated. They have cleaned up the water masking around the city as well. Around the beaches it looks quite nice, but these buildings here just don't look natural, obviously, because we've got a mixture of photogrammetry. But obviously with the fact that we've got all the photogrammetry buildings surrounding these ones, I'll have to find out where these have come from, because they don't look the best side to side with all the other buildings. But in terms of photogrammetry, it's a hell of a lot better. Sorry, auto-generate. So what I would say is this is probably the worst looking. It's still nice, it's the worst looking one of the lot, because San Francisco seems to be really, really good, and so does the likes of Dallas and Denver, Colorado as well. But if I can find out where these handcrafted ones, or if anyone knows, let me know. Obviously, if you're watching the stream back, let me know, because I'm not aware that I've downloaded anything to give these, to install these or make them appear. So it's quite puzzling, because it does make the scenery look a bit odd. As you can see, obviously we've got quite a bright day out, and the photogrammetry itself is spot on. We are, where are we? We are about 2,000 feet. And the photogrammetry actually looks really, really good compared to the likes of Los Angeles, for example. That is really, really terrible. It's not the best. Los Angeles photogrammetry in the simulator is it needs improvement. It needs one of these city updates, and obviously it's going to be a massive area to fix, but it really does need an update. Los Angeles. And the photogrammetry around here is really, really good, actually. It's not too bad, and I would say this is probably not the best. I don't think it's going to be available on disc, although you can buy. I'm pretty sure you could get the like the special edition one and the Aviator. So I've got the Aviator edition, but obviously it's not a physical version. So I didn't get any of like I think you get like lanyards and tops and models. I think you get a model of the AN225 if I'm not mistaken. But I was under the impression it is available on disc, but because it's all streams, it doesn't really need to be on disc. The install for FS 2024 is like 15 gig, 15 gig. It's not big. It still uses Bing map, so it still uses the same photogrammetry, but some of the cities use something called TIN. It's triangular integrated network or something like that. Don't quote me on it. It's definitely triangular something network. And most of the new cities, like the Brazil update, uses TIN, which basically means your photogrammetry is not going to look all melty like it does in Los Angeles, for example. So there's probably other things elsewhere. Hello Ivan, how you doing? Hi all, hello. Nice to have you with us tonight, mate. We are looking around the new city update. We're still in Honolulu. I've just taken a few laps around the city, so we're still here. We haven't moved on to any of the others. So if you are joining me tonight, I'm not going to be live for hours and hours. I'll try and keep things as brief. The traffic down there looks pretty good though, doesn't it? The cars and obviously the trains, and we don't have trains anyway unless you're using some kind of add-on. We are looking at the city updates. The city update 10 USA, which is Honolulu, San Francisco, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Denver, Colorado. And these all have the new sort of triangulated network, TIN it's called. They use the new photogrammetry that FS 2024 it uses for a select number of its photogrammetry cities. We have got a few more actually over here as well. Unfortunately, there's no way of telling how far all of the photogrammetry stretches for, but it does seem to be further out as well there. So we'll just head back towards Honolulu Airport. But there's some more photogrammetry. I really need to find out where these handcrafted buildings are coming from, because I'm not too sure if I've installed something or they're part of an old update. They might be part of the United States update actually. That's probably going to be, because I don't think I've got anything to do with Hawaii or Honolulu through Orbex, so I'm going to take a guess and say this was from a previous United States update, because there's been a few. So World Update, United States, I think there was 2 of them, and obviously everything came over to the new sim. So I think that's where they've came from. In fact, I'm pretty certain that's where they've came from. So it does make the photogrammetry and those things stand out quite a lot. Oh, I tell you what, my mouth's already dry. Hudson, great to see you, bud. Yeah, well, I've just been saying, mate, so it seems that some of them were activated. So according to Microsoft, they said that some of them didn't activate. So obviously when we were going to, well, when you were going to different cities on your stream, the ones that were there were actually the ones well activated. Although, like you said, I still don't think they looked amazing. The water mask around here looks amazing though. They definitely have updated this in Honolulu, because when you were live streaming, I went here a couple of times, and the water masking, it looked okay, but it wasn't this good. And I was just saying, bud, that some of the handcrafted buildings from the old USA updates, so the old world updates, are definitely in the city of Honolulu here. You can see them, and if you look at them from this angle, they stand out like a sore thumb. Look at them. Obviously all the PBR texturing, so the physics space rendering texturing, is, you know, the light's hitting it and it's making these shine, and it does really look poor. So if we, I mean, even then, if you take the lights down, they still stand out. You can still see that, look. So you can can see, you can actually just pick all of the handcrafted buildings out, the ones that aren't photogrammetry, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Lovely sunrise over the city. See, that looks amazing. Again, you can still see these handcrafted buildings. See, that for me, that kind of light in there, this is where it starts getting into really, really realistic looking territory. Lovely, that, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll head to yeah, so sunrise, sorry if I said sunset, but yeah, sunrise. And obviously you can see it hitting all of these rivers running through the city here. A little PA-38. If you are wondering how I got the PA-38 to be working in Flight Sim 2024, so there is a workaround. So some of the Just Flight planes that aren't compatible with the sim already, you can fiddle about with the folder in one of the local state or local cache folders, and you can move basically the activation folder. So if you just move the aircraft folder from your community folders from 2020 to 2024, it won't actually let you fly the aircraft. It'll need activating, so there's another additional folder with Just Flight planes in there. If you move that over as well, it does work. I know that's not really a tutorial, it's not meant to be. Oh, look at that, guys. Hey, wee, look at that. So definitely look out on the channel soon, because I've got a couple of something that I don't usually do. It involves me landing planes, which you've never really seen on the channel before. In fact, I don't think I've ever, apart from maybe 1 or 2 live streams, I've never done a video of me landing a plane. So there's going to be 2 videos, one landing at Manchester and one landing at Liverpool Airport, both in the same aircraft, but I've done a bit of editing in there. I've done some nice things to the way I've edited it, and I think a couple of you guys might like it actually. And I want to do other planes, of course, so other aircraft and other locations. But yeah, so that's Honolulu. Let's head into... Let me just get me back on the screen, because obviously, I mean, you could see me loading into the other airports. In fact, I might just do that instead. So we head to San Francisco next. Did you see the pilot jump on top of the roof then? We should, mate. We're overdue some plane spotting. I think the last time we ever did some plane spotting together was when the Iberia A330 came into Liverpool. But yeah, we should do something soon, mate. I need to get out and do some real aviation spotting soon myself. So the next city that was updated and technically would be the next in line geographically would be San Francisco. This looks really, really nice. Lovely place to fly. You've got a lot of different landmarks. What we could do is we could potentially just fly right out of here and then head. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so good point, Mike. So hopefully, I mean, Mike is gonna do his best. I think he always does. Great channel for aviation plane spotting as well. So Mike, one of our moderators and a good friend, and it's his channel just focuses on real life aviation, so planes spotting around Liverpool, Chester, Howden, so obviously the Beluga, the Airbus factory, and obviously anytime you can get to Manchester or further afield, definitely go and give Mike's channel a subscribe. It's all real life aviation, but yes, great content, and hopefully he's going to be catching my real flight out to Prague from Liverpool Airport on board the EasyJet. Probably something like an A319 or A320 by the looks of it. More than likely an A319, if I think that's the plane they've been using for the last couple of weeks. So Bonefly, you got some questions, mate. So it is still on Sim Update 1. I did the Sim Update 1 beta, and I really like that. But I didn't do the beta 2, so it's still on Sim Update 1 until the public release for Sim Update 2, and it is on the Microsoft Store. So I have the Microsoft Store version. I never bothered with the Steam version when I had 2020 or 2024. This is Kilo Delta Victor Oscar. I can't pronounce that. I would say Nos. Instead, it's not a Gnos. It could be Nos or Gnos, but it's a small little airfield just north of San Francisco. Shouldn't take us too long to fly over to the city. When's your flight back? Oh, it's a late one. It will be Friday. It's Monday to Friday, so it's the 5 days, and the flight is due to get in about 10:30 in the evening. So they're quite good time flights. They are. Actually, do you know what we could do? No, let's keep it to there. They are quite good time flights. You know, we get most of the time there on Monday and most of the time there on Friday. So I've lost the airport that we were going to. Oh, that's a bit far away, isn't it? Actually, we could do this one here in a Piper. Yeah, we could. We'll take a left turn out of San Rafael, so that's Kilo Oscar, Charlie Oscar, Charlie Alpha. Come on, Brian. Charlie Alpha 35 San Rafael. That is a bit closer, so we'll take off from there and we'll go and have a little look at San Francisco. I'll catch your arrival back too, mate. Nice, okay. I mean, it'll be quite dark, but obviously much appreciated. But the takeoff for sure, mate. I don't. So if we use 27 to take off, then if you're on the mound, I should be able to like shine my torch out the window. But we are on that side. I think we're just behind the wing, so like row 16 or 17, so we're just back, a few rows back from the wing. If we take off from, even if we take off from runway 09 though as well, I'd still be able to see it out the window, because we'd still be facing the same way, wouldn't we? So either one, it's really good. So you can actually see every time that I load in, it's using my Tobii eye tracker, so it's tracking my head and actually my eyes as well. Haven't been using it for the last couple of days, so what am I doing? Taking off and then taking off to the left, and we should basically be flying right over San Francisco. Thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you, Mike, for doing some of the moderation today. There's some deer on the taxiway. Oh god, that's the first time I've seen any animals in this simulator. No, I've seen a few, but they're not very. I don't even think we took off with any flaps there either. I don't even think the PA-38 does, to be honest. How are you finding the Tobii? It's good. but I've got a Quest 3 VR down there as well, so I can't sit there with the Quest 3 on for, you know, as long as you need to be inside the simulator for it. It just gets too hot, even though it is quite a small headset and stuff. The Tobii's a nice way of, you know, looking around without using the joystick. It's great. It's better than using, obviously, a makeshift sort of using your webcam and using open track to manipulate the camera, which was still quite good. I think with Tobii you've got to dial the set. Everyone's going to have their own way of using it, so they're going to have their own sensitivity settings, and I don't think I've dialed mine in just yet. I'm still finding the sweet spot, but it's great, absolutely amazing, really good bit of kit. So if you are joining the stream tonight, we're about half an hour in, maybe a bit longer. We're taking a look at the city updates, so not a world update, so there are quite a lot of people was jumping into the comments on you know, on social media saying, oh, where's this world update come from? And it's not, it's a city update, so sort of the last year or two of Flight Sim 2020, Asobo started releasing these city updates that basically improve different cities of different countries. Are free, of course. Yeah, for Xbox pilots, I would, yeah. But again, you know, flight simming on Xbox, and obviously we're not. There was a rumor of PlayStation 5 getting Flight Sim 2024. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but certainly, you know, Xbox users have never had a flight sim before, not on this level anyway. Console players, Xbox players. You know, I think when I had Game Pass for a while, and I had an Xbox Series X, I remember installing Flight Sim 2020 on it and being really blown away by actually how much the Xbox could get out of the sim. But I think in general, I think Xbox users are being left behind anyway with the amount of add-ons that you guys don't get and stuff. And I know there's a limitation, and developers can't always use Xbox the way they'd want to. But yeah, hardware and software wise, Xbox users are still quite behind on that front. But you know, that's not their fault. It's sometimes it is limitations, sometimes it's developers just saying no, we don't want to develop it for the Xbox, which is a bit shitty, you know. But I think just flight sim in general, flight sim in general, you've got, I think I saw a graph showing users. I think Chewy, actually, I think Matt Chewy, obviously aka Chewy, he put a graph on showing the users of Flight Simulator, and people are still using FSX, Flight Sim 2004. It was incredible to see, actually. Obviously X playing 11 and 12 quite near to each other. So over to the right of the aircraft's propeller and nose here is the Golden Gate Bridge, and then we have the sprawling metropolis that is San Francisco. Probably not the closest airport. It's going to take me a while to get over the San Francisco Bay. So, but obviously, if you are joining the get my teeth in, have a drink. If you're joining me this evening, massive thank you. I love these city updates. I mean, generally, I think people forget. I know Flight Sim has its issues. What doesn't? What game software simulation doesn't have its issues? But because flight sim itself is such a big thing, I think people just expect it to work flawlessly, and I think people forget that we've got the whole Earth. We've got the whole Earth 1-to-1 scale. You know, if I wanted to, I could just sit there now and just fly. I couldn't do because I'm in a P888. If I stopped off every so often for fuel, I could, or just kept on topping the fuel up through the menu. I can fly across the world. I think people forget that it's the whole world, and obviously with Flight Sim 2024 they decided to stream it all instead of it being installed. But you know, they give us world updates and they give us city updates, and obviously the sim updates are there to fix things and add things. But we get all the world updates and the city updates for free. We are quite high now. I've gained some altitude here, haven't I? 5,500 feet. Right, okay. Lovely view of the Golden Gate Bridge out there. Obviously a handcrafted bit of scenery, so not photogrammetry. Photogrammetry bridges in the simulator look god awful, and usually photogrammetry from this kind of height doesn't look amazing. It looks actually quite not melty like it usually does, but like spiky, like really diagonal and spiky. Now you can see that happening just off over here. But here, I would usually expect that to be really, really poor. But again, this is one of the updated areas, so it's not too bad. And again, for everyone who's joining, thank you. It's a usual sort of time stream for me, 8 PM, 9 PM. The reason why I do it at this time is purely because the analytics from my YouTube are saying that this is when most of my subscribers are on YouTube. Please let me know in the comments if there's a better time for anyone, because obviously for me it's around 8 to 9 PM UK time, and I understand that people are from different parts of the planet. Europe a couple of hours ahead or behind, and then obviously the United States and stuff like that, so do let me know. But this is San Francisco, and again you can see the photogrammetry. We will get lower. I generally find that the tall skyscrapers is where the photogrammetry, even in this newer format, still isn't the best. You can actually see the textures on some of them they look a bit, I don't know, not melty, but like they started painting them but didn't continue painting with them. And I realise this is all obviously satellite imagery, 3D satellite imagery. Some of them look fantastic. Obviously this one here looks like there's like water run down it and stuff like that. But in terms of obviously the building structure, it doesn't look too melty. You'll obviously hear a lot of people refer to the photogrammetry as melty. It's how it sounds. It just looks like the buildings are melting, and this isn't the case for San Francisco. It looks quite nice. I'll have to try it, mate. I'll have to try it. So you can actually see some of the buildings have got badges and artwork on them, and you can see all that as well. That's how good the photogrammetry is. Look at that. You can obviously see it now. We've got the light source coming from this direction. mean, I've only really ever streamed when YouTube has said is the best time, so around 8, maybe 6 PM one time. But yeah, I think Hudson, I think I'll definitely give it a go, mate. Definitely something I'm open to. I definitely wouldn't say no to. A bit close to that building there, but people on top having the rooftop party is going to be a bit shocked. But I tell you what, the photogrammetry is not bad at all. Definitely better than somewhere, say something like New York, for example, a really built up city. The buildings do have a lot more colour in them. Still not perfect, you can see parts of the ship here, but not bad at all. But yeah, streams in the middle of the afternoon, definitely up for them. I actually like your streams as well, buddy, where you chat about things. It's just a leisurely flight. Yeah, it does. It all depends on what the community is up to. That's why I only tend to do it when YouTube is telling me that people are online. But you know, I don't know how often that updates, and you know, people might not be online the same every week. I definitely will trial it and see how it goes, but obviously I will be trialing it on a basis of you know, if people don't come in and chat and engage, then there's absolutely no point. But also as well, I'll have to have something to stream about. I really want to make sure that I've got something to show off. I do like the weather preset here, it looks lovely. I need a way to read the chat, so I would say probably in this case, if you don't have multiple screens like most, not most people, but some people have, I have 3 screens. I have one showing OBS, one showing the simulator, and then a 15-inch kind of tablet looking thing. It hasn't got a touch screen on it, and I have that for all of the YouTube stuff, so it shows me the views, the chat rates. It's a YouTube thing. It's like the control center for live streams, and obviously on the stream here, so that's why you'll see me looking down. I'd rather look that way than kind of, I used to look that way before I had the screen, to kind of look at the chat over here. I would say the phone is probably the best way. Some of these buildings obviously are handcrafted. Obviously you've got some of the you know, one of many helipads that the new sim gives, but from this angle, when you've got the sunlight coming down on it, it looks really, really nice. You can tell it's one of the new tin. So I've said this a few times in the stream, tin. I think it's something like triangular integrated network or something. It's triangular and network, I believe. Don't know whether it's integrated, but it's something like that. I think it mostly it shows in the colours, because some of the most of the other handcrafted things are they're dark. They're really, really dark, and they don't show you the colour of the actual skyscraper or building that it's wanting to show. So you're seeing all the little, you can actually see the reflection of that park in this building here. I think that's why it's green, these buildings, because you can it's showing you the reflections in them. But I tell you what, we are close, and it's not bad at all. Do you stream both Twitch and YouTube at the same time? I don't. I've never really gotten into a regular network, so I got 2 of them right. I'm happy about that. Triangulated. I don't do Twitch. I've never done Twitch. What the hell was that? Oh, that shit me up. What was that? Oh man, was the bottle? Was it the bottle? It might have been the bottle. It might have been me fizzy pop. Oh, that's happened before when that light fell down on another stream and I absolutely shit my pants. No, sorry, I've never done Twitch. I obviously know what Twitch is, but it might be worth doing it. Using flat satellite imagery to generate 3D. Very, very interesting. So it's not actually, well, it's not Google Maps, is it? It's not Google Maps. They're still using Bing. obviously we on Google we have 3D Google Maps, don't we? So it's quite interesting. Ah, okay. That's interesting. It's actually really amazing that they can take a flat satellite imagery into 3D. I mean, obviously it's not. Photogrammetry is different, so I'm assuming that's why it looks a bit better than the other photogrammetry cities that they do. Thank you, by the way. Hey, you're Practically Geek. Hey, spotted Kyle. Nice to see you, mate. Plane flies over and scans an area with LiDAR. Okay. And obviously, photogrammetry is satellite imagery. It's Google 3D satellite generated. I'm assuming you'd know better, bud. Thank you for this information, by the way. It is spot on. I really appreciate it. So obviously, I can see that there's quite a few new people popping into the stream and getting involved in the stream. We are taking a look at City Update 10. This is Flight Sim 2024, by the way, guys, not Flight Sim 2020. So we'll take a look at the new City Update, which is USA. 5 new cities using the tin method. If you like the method, it's a triangulated irregular network. Belay 42. I'm assuming that's how you say it, but it all get used. What are you flying? I'm actually in the Piper 38, the Just Flight Piper 38, which technically isn't compatible with 2024 just yet, but with some messing about you can get that and the PA-28 working as well. But yeah, I wanted to use an overwinged plane. I was going to use the Cessna 182, but the inside view's got that blue tinted window and it looks a bit, it'd look a bit weird on the live stream, I guess. It's melting, so I'm not out to say it either. Whatever, I mean, Belay 242, mate, thank you for your insights, I really appreciate it. So that is the difference, guys. It's not photogrammetry, and it does look a hell of a lot better than some of the cities that we've got as well. So we've done Honolulu. I would say probably because that's got some of the handcrafted buildings from previous world updates. Look at that, you can actually see the orange. I don't know if the roads and the ground sections are also done within this this new update, but certainly the roads do look really nice. If you start sort of zooming in, you will see imperfections, but if you're not zooming in, look at that. Not bad at all. I've never got into helicopters, mate. I've flew them in the sim just for curiosity, but something that I might want to do. Def looks better than. Yeah, I mean it does. It does. I wouldn't have bothered getting 2024 if I weren't convinced. I've still got it there. I just haven't got it installed. Actually, tell a lie, I have got Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 installed, but I haven't got it fully installed. The reason why I installed it is because I wanted to get my old copy of the digital designed Liverpool Airport back onto it, and Orbex wanted to see an install of 2020. Now you can install it, like the 8 gig sort of install that's there originally, until you get to the point where it starts basically downloading the 150 gig when you get into it. But if you get up to that point, it gives you all the necessary folders for Orbex that recognise it, so you don't have to technically install it, which was nice. But Huddersfield, yeah, 2024, it does look, it looks miles better. There's still some screenshots that I see. I showed a couple on one of my screens before, so where am I? We are going to obviously look at one of the next cities as well now, guys. But just here, bud, this is, oh, I keep on doing this, I can't point the right way. These ones up here. These screenshots up here are all 2020, and they still look really, really nice, to be fair. Very impressive. Some of them I was looking at them going, shit, that's 2020 actually, not 2024, because this is an old slideshow. And obviously that is one of the old 787 mods that you could get, and that's the C160 by Asus Poly. I love that screenshot with the spotters. Really, really cool. Yeah, Honolulu's good, but I've just been there at the start of the stream, and it's got some of the handcrafted buildings still in it, and I think they're from an old world update. And before we get going with another city, guys, I can actually show you inside the this is the 2024 management system, obviously quite similar, but you've got the library now. If you go to world update, there is world update. Oh, there is some USA world updates here. So we've got 2. There's another one somewhere. There's another one there. So in there, I would assume some of the Honolulu handcrafted buildings in there. With the new city update for Honolulu, the handcrafted buildings and the new tin buildings, they don't look good. They look sorry, not the photogrammetry. You know what I mean. The photogrammetry looks good, but it doesn't mix well with the handcrafted buildings. That's the problem. But let's head to Denver. We'll have a little look around there, guys. And then we are going down there towards Dallas and Fort Worth. See, this was happening to you the other day, Hudson, yesterday, and it wasn't loading, but for me it's loading a lot quicker today, but just not right now, not as quick as it was doing. Where are we? Where's Denver gone? I think it's down here, isn't it? Is this Denver? I've lost Denver, guys. Where is it? There. So what we'll do in this case, guys, is it's quite sprawling. We could use an Air Force base, couldn't we? But that wouldn't be realistic at all. We could use Rocky Mountain Metropolis. The amount of airports in America, Jesus, man. I might just start in the air for this one, guys. The question is city update auto, or do we need to do something? Yeah, so city update. So I'll go back to it, guys, just because while we're here and I don't have a quit. So if you are wondering, city updates are the same as world updates. So going from your marketplace on 2020 or 2024, world update for this, it's in 2024, obviously, along with Brazil, but it's there. It's city update 10 US. For 2020 users, you would obviously have to install it. For 2024 users, it's just a case of basically, I can't remember what it says, activate or, you know, own or something. It doesn't say download, and then you can just basically disable it or enable it through your library. But yes, can't see your screen. Yeah, sorry, bud. That's why you chose my streams, mate, for the professionalism. So yeah, so let's try that again. So when you go into the marketplace on 2020 or 2024, for 2024 marketplace, it's in the world update section. It's in the city update 10. You can search for it as well. You can press, obviously on 2020 you would be downloading it, and 2024 you'd be streaming it. Just obviously activate it. Get, I believe. Yeah, you're right here, Hudson. Yeah, you are right. But it's on for 2024. It would get. Could be the same for 2020 as well. But obviously for 2020 you're downloading it. For 2024 you're just pressing it to activate it, and then it streams in. But yeah. It's in there. Cheers. Yeah. No worries. Brian, can you give us a shout on his channel? Awesome content. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah. Obviously, Spotter Carl did come in before. Link to his page just above. So Mike is one of our mods. He and Spotter Kyle do real world aviation plane spotting. So a lot of short clips, a lot of live streams of Liverpool Airport and our surrounding airports in the northwest as well. And obviously from there you can go and follow their social media. But yeah, go and give Spotter Kyle a subscribe. Obviously, if you're into flight simming and plane spot, aviation in general, it's all good, guys. It's all similar. But yeah, that's how you do. Trying to send you a donation. Do you not have it activated? Oh, mate. I would have. I welcome any donations and anything like that. It's not that I don't have it activated. It's because I obviously was able to put. I don't think you can do it until you've activated all like your ads and stuff like that for donations, like super chat. I did have it a while back, but because I didn't upload to my channel for like over a year, YouTube took all like privileges off me, unfortunately. I have Buy Me a Coffee, which is linked in all my descriptions and stuff. I appreciate it though, mate. If you don't use Buy Me a Coffee, that's not an issue at all. But I really appreciate it. I honestly, I really do. But yeah, no, I don't think you can do super chats and stuff like that without it being activated on YouTube. I don't think, and I still need to get my watch time back up according to the guys at YouTube. So I think it's in the earn section, isn't it? You can't do super chats and stuff until, yeah, super thanks and super chat. I'm still a bit shy. I need another 1,000 watch hours or so. But yeah, they take that, they reset all that. They reset the watch hours time if you don't upload for a certain amount of time. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. I wasn't on YouTube for a long time, guys. And now I'm back again. So anyway, let's get on with looking around. We're doing Denver next, and we're still in the PA-38, just cause. But we will be just starting off in the air this time. There's also yeah, it does tank your views if you're not frequent. Before I sort of went away for like that year, I was uploading very regularly. This is before we moved into our house and stuff like that, and it was before our daughter came along. So since then we've had our daughter, our first child. We've moved into a house from a flat, and obviously it's just, yeah, it's to be consistent as I was is just impossible now. But yeah, you're right, they do. If you're not regular enough, I try to upload every week to every 2 weeks sometimes. I can throw out 2 or 3 videos in a week, and then and then not for about 2 or 3 weeks. I just try to keep it as regular as possible. Same with the live streams, but again, it is quite difficult. Also guys, another little, before we get into this, another little trick. If you are finding that, so this is quite a known thing now, if you're finding that you want to start airborne anywhere, or you're wanting to, say for example, start at an airport, and you click on it and it just spins and constantly spins and it doesn't load you and it's just hanging up in the air, apparently the trick, not apparently, it does actually work. I was quite surprised. Say for example, I pick here. This is not in every case. Sometimes you can just select a place and press start flight and it works. But yeah, if you press on a place and it hangs, press escape and come back. So what you do is you would press on a place, press start flight, and it'll hang like this. Then you can just press escape to go back. If you find that the simulator is hanging and it's just floating there in the sky, what you can do is press on a place, airport, a stand, a runway, zoom all the way out like this. Don't know why it works. Press start flight, and apparently 99% of the time, or 99.9% of the time, it will just put you straight in. I've found that it works. I've found that if I've been hanging in the sky when pressing start flight and I do this little trick, it is spot on. And now it's going to make an absolute fool out of me now. Oh, Hudson, mate, you legend, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But the simulator's making a fool out of me now because it's not going to load in, is it? Probably because I didn't have to do the little zoom out trick. But yeah, obviously, since I've come back on YouTube, I've been uploading more cinematics and trailers for various different developers and stuff, and then in the last month or so I've been trying to mix it up and add some more things in there. I've got 2 comparisons now out. I've got InnyBuilds Heathrow and InnyBuilds LAX, which I released the other day. I've got 2 videos already uploaded that are not listed. I will release those in the next week or 2 just to space things out and get some regular uploads in. They are actual flying videos, which I haven't. The last time I did a flight video was like a tour. The first couple of videos on my channel years back on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 was like scenery tours around different places. That's how I started off. Then it went to airport reviews, then it's the cinematics. Now it's a bit of everything now, and I like that. I like that I can sit there and make a cinematic for you guys and then go, right, here's a video review for you from a particular airport. So we're back again. I don't know if you know, Hudson, maybe you tell me. How do I stop Tobii activating every time? So obviously Alt 7 activates Tobii, Alt 8 repositions, Alt 7 stops it. Now every time I Alt 7, it'll always activate itself when it comes back in, every time I start a new flight, which is a bit annoying. Anyway guys, here is Denver. Now I tell you what, it's not too bad around here. So we've got quite a lot of the surrounding city rendered in as well here, which is really, really nice. Thank you to Mike set binding for stop star head tracking. Would that be for the actual Tobii itself, or stop start on the actual flight sim? Because obviously stop start on the flight sim is just Alt 7 to stop it and start it, but I'm assuming you mean the actual Tobii software possibly to completely stop it, because even when I press Alt 7 now and Alt 7, it's still showing the lights on the actual tracker. cheers, mate. I appreciate it. And obviously, like Mike has put in the chat there, another friend of the channel and a fantastic guy, fantastic videos, fantastic streams. He does it all. Hudson. I think I'm saying your name right, Hudson. Hudson would be obviously like the Hudson River. Hudson's got an I in it. I think I'm saying it right. If I'm not, mate, I really in the 2024 bindings. I'll take a look at it. I didn't look at it a lot, but yeah, go and check out Hudson's channel. Mike has very kindly put it in the chat. I tell you what, guys, if you know what stadium that is, let me know. But look at the that's really, really nice. You are, thank you. Look how well rendered the baseball stadium is down there. That is spot on, that, isn't it? Screenshot time. That's really nice. Oof. And that is not actually a handcrafted building, that. There's another stadium there. Belato 42, bud. I'll have to click on your channel and have a little look. But again, everyone is getting involved in the chat. If you are obviously active on YouTube and you are uploading and you've got content, Mike is sticking your channel links in there because you're all friends of the channel and you're all content creators doing the same thing, and we're all friends. That's all that counts. We all look after each other and we all have nice things to say and help each other and stay, you know, stay cool with each other, and we don't act like knobheads, basically. I've run into enough people like that over the years, and there's just no call for it. If you're creating your own content and you're putting hours in and you're sharing your hobby, share it with people, be nice to people, show respect. That's it, show respect and do what we're doing right now. Because I tell you what, the internet is a toxic place on its own, and we don't need that in here, unfortunately. It is make community is what it's all about, and it's just a shame that some people on this platform and other platforms don't think that way. It's just a bit shitty, really. And if everyone got on with each other, then it would be fine. But it's the world we live in. I tell you what, this baseball stadium, guys, if you can let me know what that baseball stadium is, because I'm not up on my Denver, Colorado landmarks, but I tell you what, that is sweet. That is good. That is nice. So we've been live for just over an hour now, so I appreciate everyone who's still with us. In fact, is that Dallas Fort Worth over in the background? Is that the draw distance I'm getting? It is, isn't it? That is Fort Worth. Wow. Amazing. I tell you what I could do, guys. I've got little nav map here. I should really be using it. I don't know if that's gonna help me though. They pretty much call everything mile high in Denver. I can check. Let me see if little nav map will show me what it is. It is the that? No, I think that's the big stadium. Empower Field at Mile High. You were a big fan of baseball. It's oh, okay. It'll be the Rocky Stadium. Okay, but you are wrong. The mile. Let me go towards it again, because little nav map is fantastic. I tell you what, the city actually looks, to be honest with you, Hudson, I think this didn't look as nice yesterday when you were showing it on your stream, mate, because I think they were still ironing out whatever. Even though it was activated, I don't think it was fully streamed, if that makes sense. Look at the golf course down there. You'll also find with my accent, you'll obviously, few of you'll know I'm from Liverpool, as well as Mike and Kyle, and a couple of other guys who subscribe to the channel. My Scouse accent starts coming out when I get more excited. So you'll notice when I'm going, oh my god, look at that, you'll hear the Scouse. So that is, I think, this one over in the background here. That is the... Oh yeah, the Rockies, yes, the Rocky Stadium, yeah. I weren't doubting you, I'm just saying. That is the Broncos, that I'm guessing is American football, so that's the Broncos stadium, the bigger one. You are my neighbour. Wow, hang on. Hudson, I knew you were... didn't know you were local-ish. Are you Manchester way? Oh, you are Manchester, because you... didn't you go down to London? You're in Manchester, aren't you? See, I love getting to Manchester and Barton Aerodrome and obviously the airport itself, Manchester Airport. Look at the train station, at the train station down there. Look at that. I'm across the pond. I am, mate. I thought so. I remember I went to Manchester Airport for the last ever Jet 2757 flight, and it was when it was still snowed. Like, not snowed in, but really snowy. And I went to Southside and the snow was just incredible. It made for some great pictures. So if you have joined the stream, thank you so much. If you have been watching the stream for this amount of time and you haven't got bored, that's even better. We are checking out the new City Update 10 USA. This introduces 5 new cities to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. It introduces better photogrammetry buildings using the tin, so thank you for Belay242. He has been putting some of the specifics in there about how the triangulated network, or the triangulated irregular network, is performed, and it gives you better 3D photogrammetry. Basically, without complicating things, it gives you better buildings, as you can see. This is Denver, so we've done San Francisco and Honolulu. We've got also Dallas and the nearby Fort Worth, Dallas-Fort Worth, and we'll end on those because Dallas looks really, really nice actually. Bowen Flyer, really sorry, I know you put FPS, mate, so I will let you know. So just for, I like to do this as often as I can. I'm using, so my specs are in the description, in my channel description. I'm basically on a just bear with me, guys. I'm using a Tough Gaming GeForce RTX 4070 Ti Super, 64 gigabytes of RAM, which I thought would be some kind of magical thing when I upgraded, but it wasn't. You can see my settings now. You'll see that it says custom, so you can see everything in here. I'm on a 2K monitor. I haven't got 4K, although I'd love to. I really did. If next time I'm able to upgrade anything on my system, will be a 4K screen. I admit this will drop my my frames per second, but custom, I've knocked some things, but if you look at it, is pretty much ultra. And then FPS wise, for this part of the world, is in the red, but at 40, 40, 48, 49, 50. I know your sim settings. Sorry, mate. I'm just for anyone else. Just if anyone else was wondering. And to be fair, mate, I know you would know to go into the settings or anything like that, but some people don't go into the, you know, the description or anything. But there's on screen you can see 40s to 50s. Going back into the cockpit view, you're going into sort of the later 40s as well. But yes, the buildings around here, you can see some artwork on the buildings as well. Really, really nice. I realised that I haven't really been showing you guys the sort of the night view as well. I don't like really, really dark, but the lights don't look natural. The building lights don't look real. They don't look right, do they? Let's face it. But the sort of the surrounding area, the lights off into the distance, they look really, really nice. Cool. And look at that sky, that's lovely. So nice. So what we'll do now, guys, is we will head off into the last two cities. We won't spend too much time in Fort Worth because obviously we'll be wanting to look at Dallas mostly. If we head further to the east, our last two cities here, obviously we've got Dallas and Fort Worth as well. So we've got Fort Worth here, and then wasn't Dallas here? Am I getting that wrong again? Fort Worth's there. Dallas is there, yeah. So it's this section here along the river. Really, really done nicely as well. We'll obviously go to Fort Worth first. We also do have a little. Apparently that's a helipad, but is not marked correctly, I don't think. Lots of little helipads over in Fort Worth. Nothing close enough that I really want to take the time out of taking off and heading over. We'll stay on the we'll start from above again, guys, just for time's sake. I appreciate everyone who's coming, guys. It is getting on sort of to the hour-and-a-half mark, so I do thank you for staying in the chat. If you are rewatching the stream, please comment down below, let us know what you think. There was obviously issues with this particular update going out yesterday. Some people were able to make it work. Some of us, like the likes of Hudson and myself and a couple of others, quite a lot of people actually, jumping onto like the forum and the Facebook groups and stuff, we weren't able to see most of these cities at their full potential, which was a bit of a shame, but they're here now. We're back into the Piper, the PA-38, the Tomahawk, lovely little Tomahawk. Lovely little plane for sightseeing. Well, I would say probably not the... I like having overwing just because obviously you don't have the wing obstructing any views, but then again we have got quite a nice canopy in this aircraft. Here is Fort Worth, so we aren't far away from Dallas, Fort Worth, and obviously Dallas, the city of Dallas itself. Again, the photogrammetry or the tin, the triangulated irregular network that they've introduced into these updated cities. You can also see them in the likes of the the new Brazilian World update as well. But for me, it's all this new ground texture in here that looks fantastic. With you can see all the different pathways. Really, really nice. Yeah, that looks really, really nice, that, guys. Look at that. I can't get me. There we go. I couldn't get me camera to move to take a screenshot, because I do like this. This is really, really realistic. It's very, very nice. I just really would love to get over to America sometime, because it's just I would be one of those people who wants to do the Amtrak trains across New York to LA. I don't mind staying on it for days on end, man. Yeah, definitely, Mike. It's definitely, no pun intended, it's on my radar, mate. I will be doing more local flight sim streams around Liverpool and the likes of Manchester. Definitely. You really must do an update to you. Yeah, might have to, mate. Obviously, with me doing a variety of different videos now, I need to be, you know, chucking in some other things, not just cinematics and trailers, but definitely flight videos and stuff. And as I say, I have got 2 videos already uploaded onto YouTube that I'll be sharing with you guys over the next week or 2. I really hope you like how they're edited, because I spend a good amount of time, even though it's just an approach and landing, giving a bit too much away there, but basically the approach and landings are filmed in a way that I thought actually that would be really, really cool to do, and I hope you enjoy them. It was a bit fiddly to edit them, must admit, but yeah, might definitely do some Liverpool, Chester, Manchester based stuff. Look at this down here, by the way, guys. Look at that. See the little bridge? I mean, if we got really, really low, I don't think that would look so good. But obviously the beauty of Flight Sim 2024 is the fact that they've added in, you know, the ability to walk and stuff. But I tell you what, that looks so nice. I'm just taking little screenshots, you know. So yeah, we've got those approach and landing videos out soon. We're gonna have a official Old Buckingham aerodrome trailer from Burning Blue Designs coming out. That'll be out with us soon. A few more cinematics. So there's little cinematics here, reviews there, comparisons. It's a nice little mixture going at the minute. Yeah, it looks great from 1,000 feet. Where are we now? We're above 3,000 feet. It definitely does. Let's get lower. So let's see what it looks like when we get a bit lower. Because I don't think it's fair that we stay at 3,000 feet. We do want to drop a bit. But just the sprawling just landscape of sort of the Dallas area is incredible. And again, big thanks to everyone, Hudson, Beletu, Bowen Flyer, Mike and Kyle, Ivan, if you're still watching there, buddy, you know, everyone who's still watching, everyone who watches after the stream's ended. If you re-watch it, please comment. What would you like me to stream next? If you want me to start streaming a bit more, I'm definitely going to have to improve my streaming setup, but apart from that, what controls do you use right now? Do you know what? I've got a full Saitek Yoke and Throttle and like panel thing with the gear up switch and stuff on, and I don't use it just because of the limited space really, but it's there. But right now I'm just using my Xbox controller. just plain and simple. Got used to using the Xbox controller because of making the cinematics, and that's the easiest way to make the cinematics for the camera control. The camera control on anything else just doesn't work. Although Madarian, I think it was the people from another company, hardware company, they're making a Xbox controller, but it has all the different dials and knobs and switches on it for flight simming, and I really want that. It looks so good. It really does. Again, I will stream as much as I can, guys. I will start coming up with a little Google document on ideas of what to stream, like different ideas. Usually, like I said before, I would stream purely if there's something released or something is about to release, and try and do kind of a preview stream on it, like this and some of the indie builds ones that I've done. But some flight ones would be nice, yeah. I will actually do one of me flying the Vision Jet. I'm not 100% professional in it, but I've been looking at some tutorials on that and been flying some routes, some short routes, and it's been quite fun. It's not a very hard in-depth look at the highway. The highway isn't great here, so that's probably the worst I've seen it. That ain't great. So you can actually see that the floor texture in here has basically just been painted right on top of everything. Bit of a shame, but yeah. Thank you so much, Obi, mate. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Nice to see you, and have a good evening. So right now we're just above 2,000 feet. I would say probably a bit lower, maybe, but yeah, you can start to see the imperfections, definitely. Certainly the ground section still looks pretty good. The bridge that we saw before was just off my nose there. That still looks pretty decent. But yeah, definitely show you some streams with the Vision Jet and doing some routes with that for sure. I wouldn't mind doing a Liverpool to Prague flight in that. I think it has got the range for it. But yeah, some little general aviation flights, maybe in the PA-38 and some of the other just flight planes from Liverpool to Barton would be nice as well. Not a long flight at all. Let's head off to our last city, guys. So that's going to be Dallas. So we're not going far. But thank you everyone for your suggestions on streams and sort of doing other bits and bobs. And yeah, I mean, we've got the I think that's probably a handcrafted build in that one. The bridge road colours match the river. Yeah. D30 for the 1st of May. Let's have a little look at that belay too. Let's have a little. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. The Dirty 30. Yeah. So what we're doing, guys, is take a look at Dallas now, part of the City Updates pack, which is a free download or a free stream, a free stream to your sim of choice. So obviously with 2020 we are just downloading the package. With 2024 we are, of course, just streaming it over to the simulator. I keep on losing Dallas. Why do I keep on losing Dallas? Where is it? It's terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. So there's Fort Worth. There. Oh my god. Right. Okay. Is the airport Love Field? I used to have this. I've got it for 2020, but I don't think it works in 2024. I did have that airfield. See anything else that's close by? Dallas Executive. It's this little runway that takes me right into the center. Should we have a little fly? Oh no, it's a bit too far, isn't it, guys? Let's start here, and then we'll fly down the river, and then turn back, and then head over, because they've done this part really nice. We'll check this out, guys. I'll mutter on for a bit at the end of the stream. Might show you some other little things before we end the stream, and then we'll get going. Oh, I tell you what, it's not cold in this room. I tell you what, it's my PC. It's like a little radiator. Wee. And a bit of a moist forehead now as well. See, this little trick of zooming out now is making me look like an utter fool. There we go. Where are we? Do we need to turn? Yep. Yes, obviously for the 09 arrivals, I mean even 27 departures at Speak Hall Liverpool's quite cool, but it's a nice little walk around that particular area in Liverpool. If you walk down from the retail park down into the shoreline, and you've got a public footpath, and it's quite a nice little walk. I tell you what, they haven't fixed the trees here though, have they? Look at this. There's some of those photogrammetry trees. I don't get this. It looks terrible, man. Ooh, pardon me, did you hear that? Ooh. You can have that. So this is Dallas, so again, one of the other cities. We've got 5 cities: Honolulu, San Francisco, Denver, Colorado, Fort Worth, and Dallas as well. And again, the surrounding sort of areas have all been rendered quite well. There's still probably far too many trees than what there should be, but there is many people in the community that are doing wonderful things with mods and freeware that you can download, and it gets rid of the trees. Got a run, great stream, thank you so much. Minecraft trees. They are, yeah, they are. Belated 42, mate, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you so much for all the info on the specifics, mate. I really appreciate it. Getting involved in the chat. Have a good evening. So again, I think Dallas looks quite nice. The skyscrapers probably look the worst, although this building here doesn't look amazing. I would think probably Dallas actually looks the worst. I don't know why. I thought it was looking the best. This area along sort of the river, it does look really nice. Some of these sort of the outskirts, the buildings on the outskirts look nice, but some of these don't look the best, I must admit. I mean, maybe there's still an issue with these, I don't know, but you can see some artwork on the side of that building over there. It's like an iPhone, yeah, iPhone. I mean, it's not bad, but it's also, it's not as good as the others. likes of Denver and stuff like that. You've got a couple of handcrafted buildings snuck in there as well. But it's not. I would say probably the most underwhelming one, actually, because the buildings don't look as neat, they don't look as well rendered, I must admit, which is a shame. Again, and we are quite low here as well, to be fair, so compared to the other flight levels that I was at before, this is actually quite low. These don't look too bad. These look really nice, actually. They're not too bad. So yeah, guys, we're coming up to the end of the stream now. Thank you everyone for getting involved in the chat. Thank you Mike, thank you Hudson, Obi, Ivan, Spotter Carl for coming in, Bone Flyer, Belatu's gone now. Thank you everyone. It's been a really nice stream, actually, and you guys have made it a nice stream, so I really appreciate it. If you want me to do more streams, I will start looking into some ideas. I'll jot some down on Google Documents and have a little think of what I can do for you guys in terms of streams. I'll look at different times of the day to do some streams in. But yeah, it's been a fun one. Look out for some new videos. If you haven't already, please join my Discord. It is linked in the description, in the video, in the stream description, and in my channel description. I put absolutely everything on there, what I'm doing, little updates to the channel, real world aviation photography, sim photography, it's all in there. So obviously, if you want to stay updated with everything that I do with my channel, post the videos, I'll link it all in there. And to be fair, we are actually quite low to Dallas right now, so it probably wasn't a fair. You can see the Santander building there, that looks actually really good. The top of this building looks good as well, really nice. Hudson, thank you mate, now thank you for the coffee as well mate, very much appreciated, I really do. Really helps me, helps the channel. Yeah, to be fair guys, I think before I probably was a tiny bit lower than usual compared to the other times, and we are seeing the photogrammetry here is it is nice. I would say still it's probably a bit more populated with buildings than the other cities, actually, a lot more dense, but again really nice at this level as well. So you know, we're at what, just shy of 2,000 feet, and it looks really nice place to fly around, especially this building down here as well, really cool. Yeah, so stay tuned, some cool little approach and landing videos, one into Liverpool, one into Manchester. I'm creating a trailer for the old Buckingham aerodrome from Learning Blue Designs, their newest payware scenery, which will be out soon, I believe. Not too long of a wait for that one. And a couple of more things. I've got a whole list of things that I can keep busy doing, guys. There won't be any videos most likely, or at least there won't be any updates from me from the 12th to the 16th of May, as I will be on holiday with the family, really enjoying that. Back on a plane after about 2 years. It's been a bit of a long time to be not on a plane. So I will try and get a video out that week while I'm away, but certainly I won't be as active on social media or Discord. That's a certainty. So don't worry, I'm still with you. So just enjoy some nice scenic views in Prague and enjoying all the food. So yeah, I won't be active that week, but hopefully I can schedule a video or two for that week at least. And yeah, at this height, Dallas does look really, really nice. Do you reckon I can fly through the gap in that? You can actually see Dallas Love Field just over in the background there as well. And again, guys, this has been City Updates 10, the new free update that gives you improvements to 5 cities in the simulator, all in the USA. We've been flying around in the Just Flight PA-38, the little Tomahawk. November 2432 Golf, which I don't believe is a real world livery, but what we'll do, guys, is we will try and complete the stream with a landing at somewhere. Let's have a little look. Does Just Flight give me a map on here, or are they just lying? Are they just lying? We've got a little nav map, haven't we? Let's have a little look here. Let's make this turn over here and let's go to Dallas Executive. Yeah, and obviously it goes without saying, as Mike has rightly put there won't be any live streams that week, but I will try and schedule a video for that week so you guys have got some kind of content from the channel. Been streaming for just under 2 hours now, guys, and we are going to find ourselves making some kind of approach into we're going to try and do Dallas Executive. Don't know how long this is going to take me in a PA-38, but we'll give it some beans and we'll head over there. Oh, hello bud, how you doing? Sorry, we're nearly at the end of the stream, but I am going on for a little landing in Dallas Executive. We have been looking at the new city updates as well for the simulator, just having a little look around the five cities that are included. Again, these city updates are free, same as the world update. I think that is Dallas Executive just over there. If it isn't, I'm landing there. Remember that you are not allowed in the cockpit. Sorry, do you know what? At first I was thinking, what's he on about? What's he talking about? Yeah, no. But do you know what? I haven't been in a real life Airbus cockpit, so I might see if the pilots are willing and happy for me to have a little picture in the cockpit when we land or before we leave or whatever. Yeah, wouldn't mind that actually. I have only ever got a picture in a Ryanair, obviously a 737 cockpit. So, but yeah, no, I'm fully aware. Don't worry, I won't be making any moves into the cockpit unless I'm tasked with bringing the plane down safely, because both of the pilots have, I don't know, been incapacitated or something. I hope not, although that would be cool. No, it wouldn't. What am I saying? It wouldn't be cool. I just imagine I had to rise up to the occasion and bring the plane down safely with my limited A320 or A319 skills. So what we'll do is, guys, we'll make a terrible landing into Dallas Executive. We'll park this thing up, and guys, you're not going to see me talk to ATC because I don't want to, and to be honest with you, I'm not the very, very best at doing all the ATC. I mean, ATC is quite easy on the simulator as it is. But yeah, could have actually landed on that runway, to be fair. This thing doesn't need this much runway. I could have done that, couldn't I? Ah, well, okay. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll be putting a new video out shortly, and another official trailer for Burning Blue Design's new new airport, the new airfield as well. So to be quite nice, and you can actually see how far the Dallas scenery is, like how far it goes up to, because we're still getting all the photogrammetry out here as well, which is quite cool. And the thing is, with these Piper PA-38, you'll see them at Liverpool, they do make a really like sort of tight approach and tight last turn because they're tiny. Mike, we'll have none of that talking here, mate. Jesus Christ, you need to know the audience. Nah. I'm not a bit of blue. Can't be doing with all that. There's some absolute fucking weirdos on the likes of X and Twitter and stuff like that. Proper like Evertonian saying some odd shite to Liverpool fans, and I'm like, how can you be saying that when they're about to win the title and we've fighted relegation and won nothing? People just fucking baffle me, man. But then again, I've you know, grew up with lots of Liverpoolians in the house, a mixture. So I've also, that's a terrible approach, by the way, because I've had no flaps out at all, and I'm still floating as well. Oh, that's a terrible landing. Sorry, guys. I'll just think there was a lot of wind, like coming up, a lot of crosswind. There's a lot of areas that have been rendered still around this area as well. It's quite impressive. So you'll have to ignore that landing, guys, because it was absolutely dreadful. By the way, I have got some approach and landing videos coming soon, as I was saying, and luckily those landings were quite nice in the Vision Jet. Thank you for everyone that has joined me. I am going to end the stream in a couple of minutes time. Let us know in the comments if you are watching back the stream, and let me know in the comments what you think about the cities. Obviously it is a free update. I don't think anyone sort of can complain, apart from the rocky launch that it had, and the fact that this guy's hoverboarding over here on the pushback trolley. Absolutely terrible, man. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of the added cities. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and show some support. Big thanks to Mike and everyone else, Hudderson, everyone who's coming, even some of the people who've come in last in the end of the stream. Obviously you can watch the stream back, let us know what you think. It's been a good stream, I've really enjoyed it, guys. Yeah, keep an eye on the channel, there's some more videos coming out. I will have a little look, drop some suggestions in my Discord. Go and join my Discord. Drop some suggestions in the chat of what you'd like to see in terms of new live streams, and definitely going to be doing something more local, some Liverpool to Manchester stuff. Really cool stream, guys. You've made it a really nice stream and it's been spot on. I have really enjoyed it. I am gonna turn this computer off now, because I'm absolutely knackered and a bit sweaty and a bit moist, because this room gets really hot when the computer's on for a certain amount of time. Yeah, fantastic, guys. Thanks for the support. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon.